Good afternoon everybody, it's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. Thank you so much for joining me, it is lovely to have you here. So we are working today on the 4 signature journal, which is the journal with the collaboration kit between Tanya at Tatty Treasure and Nanina Collage Type, which is the July kit, which is, what was it called? Vintage Botanicals and Vintage Architecture, both 2 kits together that I was working on. And yeah, I made a 4 signature journal with this one, so it's taken me a while to get onto it, especially with me not being very well with my legs and sitting, but we've made a bit of headway, and now I'm ready to give it my full attention. So it is a 4 signature journal with lots of coffee dyed paper in, as well as the pages from 2 kits. Oh, it could be 4 kits really. Tanya at Tatty Treasure has 2 parts to the kit, or 2 different styles. No, 2 different kits in her shop, and Nanine has 2 different kits, sorry, because there's 2 kits in the botanical and architecture. Yeah, so there's at least 4 kits in amongst here somewhere, maybe more, you know, bits and pieces of them, along with lots of my coffee dyed paper too. So I'm ensuring room for journaling. Okay, so it's also got a little bundle of lovely things that will be tucked in the middle there. Now I did back these which were things for the front and the back. I've backed them, like I said I was going to, onto some Tim Holtz paper. What's showing this side is just grungy wallpaper really, which is what I wanted. And you know, it's card, so I can now, it's a bit stiffer, I can now glue excuse me, I haven't spoken for a while on film, my voice is croaky. I can now glue them down and they'll be nice and secure, you know, not just paper with the card behind. So really like that. And I've done the front one as well, same thing on the same card. So I will glue those in as soon as we finish today, because I've stitched them as well, because they can go in now. There's no reason why they shouldn't. So right, it was my idea, let's have a look, let's move that over there, I'll lose them. It's my idea to use these 4 pieces today. I haven't inked them up, I don't think, maybe partially, to make sort of there we go, pocket sort of tucks. So really, do you know how a library card pocket has, you know, the tall back on it? I'm going to use this as the tall back of a pocket. Well, lots of pockets actually have a tall back, but yeah, so I'm going to use these. I think the windows, yeah, they're all windows. I'm going to use them as the back of the pocket, but the front of the pocket is not going to be a pocket. The front of the pocket is going to be a tuck. Does that make sense? So I need to make those tucks because I haven't got any. I've got 4 of these, so that was lucky. I don't know if I worked that out previously. Quite possibly. I'm going to claim it anyway, if it was a happy accident. I know there's a lot more than 4 in the kit. It was planned. So this one has got a little bit of something on, the other 4 are bare. So I've got 2 tall ones and 2 shorter ones. Shall I move this out the way, or did you want to have a look through it? It's too big really to show you every time I do a video, isn't it? So yeah, maybe I'll move it out of the way, and then if we get time at the end, or I run out of voice, I'll do a quick flip through. But there'll be a big flip through when I've finished in it anyway. And once I'm looking to see what, you know, what pockets need filling, or where I'm going to put these, because obviously there's pockets still needing things, you'll get to see it then, because I'll need to flip through it myself. So without more ado, I'll just pop it to one side, and we will work on these 4, or rather making 4 tucks to go on the bottom, sort of thing. Right, I've got 2 little pieces of this Tim Holtz left from backing those, so I can use them as like the base. Probably won't be seen, but if it is, it's got that lovely wallpaper behind it, or it can be seen. You know, we don't have to try and hide it, we can use it as background. So let's just try and work out some sizes. I want them irregular and torn. So I'll just take all the straight edges, off first, without trying to nibble. Maybe I should have had a cough sweet, shouldn't I? Because I'm a bit croaky in it. I think it's because I haven't got cold or anything now, or a sore throat or anything. I think it's just that you get out of the habit, don't you, of talking on film. I know, was it yesterday, I think, Tanya's video, she said you soon get out of the habit when you go on holiday and things like that. So yeah, I agree. Now the thing about this one is we're going to hide that beautiful thing, but it has to be, I'm afraid. It has to be. It's not a bit too big. Of course, the other two are going to need much smaller ones, aren't they? So that, yeah, they're just going to be the tucks. Shall we? So could do one each side, couldn't I? So a bit of it is showing through. All this side. I'm going to make them before I stick them down. So maybe we only want little ones here. And it is only the base, so I'll be going over, you know, over the edge of these bases. Yeah, that's plenty big enough. So I've got a lovely piece to live on for another day. Scrap box. Now I have got some here that were already in the box. I don't know if I... Oh look, I've got another one of those. Oh, yeah, brought these. I don't know. I was just thinking they would go in the journal, but I'd like to make the tucks. I'll just put them on one side. I'd like to make these with these beauties from the kit. So I've got some tickets. I've got some. Oh, I've got all this. You've seen it all before, haven't you? Those lovely mason jars. Flowers and tickets. I've got something missing. Labels. Where's all the labels? Bear with me. I'll probably have them for something else. And oh, there. Is that them? That's more tickets. But scrolls. Scrolls are good actually. For oops. Those are what I've just put in there. Oh, where's my tickets? Labels. Never mind. I have got lots of labels, and I do tend to put them in here when I use them from these kits. So yeah, I've just seen some that's definitely from this kit. Maybe that's them. Yes, look, I recognise that. So they went in there instead of coming out here. But I've got other labels. Got butterflies. In fact, I am liking the butterflies at the minute. So let's. I've got some Tim Holtz ones, and they're nice and stiff for things like this. But I want the smaller ones, don't I? Whoops. That's pretty. Let's just choose ones we like. We can't always do that, can we? So 2 can be biggish, and 2 want to be smaller. I've got a little sideways on. Do I want a sideways on? I don't know. No, but I've only got one small one. I've got 2 small ones, but they're the same colour, which is not what I want. Okay, I'll just use one. Shall we use this? Let's use a sideways on one. That is if we use them. There's no guarantees. Just get them out ready. That won't go back where it came from. So, red would be nice because we've got the red flower there, haven't we? So I'm just really putting things together at the minute, but not, you know, not the final. I'm thinking 2 of these would be nice together. Go with 2 red ones there. We're going all red on here. Yeah, let's go really red on that one. I'll have a green and a written one on that one, and then maybe a couple of singles. So that worked out well, didn't it? If they all stay. So I've got butterflies, those. Got some lovely little. I had some faux stamps. I was dreaming. Oh, some nice circles in here. Right. Let's see if. Oh yeah, they do. Perfect. That blue one's really nice, isn't it? If I can get it in, I've cut it. I'm going to play silly games now. Can you see? I think that's got it. It will do. Where's the others I cut out? Oh, that ain't one. That's just a plain white back. That one on, didn't I? Decisions. What else have we got going on? I do like these wordy ones actually. And shall we have the chandelier one right next to it? So it's like a faded chandelier picture image. It is on one of the papers somewhere. There we go. Okay, so I've got peace and quiet at the moment to do this. Neil's just gone fishing before he goes back to work. Yeah, I quite like those written ones. On there. What was I choosing from? All those. Surely there's enough there. These ones have gone the wrong colour because I was running out of ink, but I quite like that pink. But we've got it there, so I'm going to go with my chandelier on there and that one on there. Okay, that's if they all go on. I keep saying that, don't I? So yeah, Neil's gone. He's literally just gone for the afternoon, and my legs are doing okay. I'm doing all right. They're improving slowly, very slowly, but so I'm not sitting too long still. And again, these may not go on, but oh, I've got some circles cut out here. Look, let's have a triangle. Maybe that on one of the bigger ones. Oops, and a smaller one. The bigger one. That's a little bit too small. Okay, so I've got plenty to choose from there, haven't I? I've got some, I'm sure I had some tea bag just here. Didn't I have some tea bag just there? Has somebody stolen it? Oh, I've got pattern paper, cheesecloth, or some of that lovely green decorators paper. I definitely had a tea bag. I wonder where it's gone. There's all sorts of bits and pieces. Right, we'll see. We'll see what we need. I've got a little bit of lace over here, but not a lot. It was there all the time. Did you see it? Okay. Right, shall we start? Let's start with the tall, the two. So we're not doing them on there. We're just creating. Whoops. We're just creating clusters as tucks. So this back bit needs to be strong enough. Which side do we want? You know, to tuck something behind. Definitely that, don't we? So going that way with that one. And this has got writing, so I definitely want it that way up. And yeah, Simba's got a full tummy and it's really, really warm outside. He's sleeping it off in the garden. He spent a happy 20 minutes backwards and forwards to the car following his dad. He loves it when you do anything outside because he's very interested, and he will just follow you for hours if you're doing something. If I'm putting the washing out, he follows me backwards and forwards. Just loves having company. Yeah, so he spent, I don't know, 15 minutes or so following his dad to the car and back with the fishing gear and in the shed. He loves to dig in all the holes. I went in to see Neil the other day. He was in the shed painting something, I think, and there was suddenly a rattle from the corner and this little tabby head just popped out of I'm like, oh, that was you, was it? And he says, oh, he's always, I've got two of those yet. He's always in here digging in the corners. So it's a bit of interest, I suppose, isn't it? Something a bit different. And he does love a bit of company. Well, he loves our company. I don't know about other people's. Sorry about the inking. It's got to be done. Ooh. Yep, so both the men in my life are, or both the males, shall I say, in my life are happy doing their own thing. So I can sit here happily doing my thing. His antennae felt a bit wobbly then. You don't want to wobble around me or I'll cut you off. Okay, so I like the fact that these tickets will, you know, create height. I might refer back to it occasionally, but yeah, fairly high, I think. I'm now wondering if I don't want the green one. I think I do. That way. Just too much red. And I'm not going to, yeah, I like that. Oh, circle and circle, is there a reason why we can't have a circle and a circle? I don't think there is, I quite like it. I was in the middle of saying something then and I don't know what. Okay, do I want something fluffy or fuzzy behind it? I love that green one, but this one's got a lot of colour on it, hasn't it? So, shall we just have some tea bag? So this is a natural colour, it hasn't been tea dyed or anything, coffee dyed. It hasn't been used. I don't want a lot, just a little bit out the bottom where the tuck's not going to go, so thank you. Oops. And then scrunch it up a bit, just a little bit, just so that it sticks out here and there, but not too much. And then that. Yes. That was a lot of glue. I just was enjoying myself going round and round the circle then. I don't know. And this, oops. I mean, this one could be another tuck, couldn't it? Or the butterfly will probably hold it down. I might come right down there actually. Yeah. So which went first? I don't think it mattered because they weren't touching each other, were they? I love fussy cut butterflies because you get such a variety and they're nice and flat on some things. But I also sometimes like to use these for a bit of, because they're thick. They're not quite chipboard, they're a bit chipboardy, for a bit of dimension. In this case, yeah, I like that. You can't really tell that tea bag is there, but you can if you see what I mean. If that makes sense to you, you're as daft as I am. Okay, so we could put it that side and just have that peeping over. I quite like it that side. Now I know the flower's hidden, but the flowers do that, don't they, in ruins? They go behind things, and yeah, I like it that side. So I'm not going to, it's not heavy, I'm not going to put it on with too big a what's the word I'm looking for? Was I going that way? I am now. Stick it down too much so there's a lot loose, so we've got a choice then about what we actually put in it size wise. Does it want something up? Probably not, because when it's covered, I mean, we could have a word or something. We'll have to think about that later. Okay, I like that one. I ought to have brought I've got all these here, look. So I ought to have brought something just to tuck in to see if it works. Won't be the thing that stays in, but a wider piece. Yeah, I like it as a tuck. Definitely like it as a tuck. Yeah, just about anything will tuck in it. Lovely. Pleased with that. But come on, you're getting ahead of yourself now. Right, so let's ring the changes on this one. Now this has got the lovely sort of that old greeny tint to it. It looks like stonework rather than, it looks like bricks. So it's like aged. So I think a piece of this will be nice. It is quite tough stuff, this, so I think if I screw it up a little bit, it'll soften it. Soften it down a little bit. I mean, I want the texture of it, but I don't want it to be too far off the page. I need to stick things on it. Right, we're not sticking it on that today, she's sticking it on this. I'm just going to rip into it a bit because it is quite, it's definitely strong. Let me just really abuse it 2 minutes. If I had any angst, I'd be taking it out on it, but I'm quite chilled at the world, I'm pleased to say. Maybe I want a bit off, and maybe I want a little bit of, not a lot, but a bit of grunge on it. I love a bit of grunge. Probably mostly be hidden, but every now and then just a tiny bit pops through, and Yep, like that very much. So we're going with the red and the blue on here. Or are we? I'm not sure I like it. This red one's a bit bright, isn't it? What did I do with them all? Not that there's anything wrong with bright, but I'm just looking at this now and seeing if I'd rather have a piece of this. Oh, I love that chain. Oh, there's just too many nice things in here for me to play with. I do love that chain. No, chain doesn't stand up, but these will. I'm mixing everything up, Denise. So these are like stone freezes. Too many choices. So what colours are we going? I don't want a grey, you know. I think I want that colour. Quite like that colour. It's in between the two, the brown and the grey. Let's cut it down. Whoops. This is us there, yes. Something gluey. I obviously don't want it that big either, but I'll probably rip the top and the bottom. Maybe it should be coming out behind this. This would be more like moss or whatever. Right, I'm gonna rip. That's about as much as I want after all that. Don't throw that away. Okay, and ink. See, these are things evolve just while you're creating them. I never have a finished item in my head, and I think I might like a bigger ticket on it. Not quite that big. These are from here, aren't they? These are from this kit, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, a bigger ticket, but not that big and not that colour. So let's just have a dig. Was that the big one I had hold of? Yeah. I'm confident I've got them. I've got them in every colour and size that Nanine and Tanya have done. So, and they've done a lot. So I've always got a ticket for every occasion. Label. I just have to locate them. I've got 2 drawers here and then a big box full. So yeah. Yes, I'm never short. That's it. That's the size I wanted. Look. Oh, what's that from? That's nice. Oh, where did you come from? We'll leave you out. It's from one of their kits. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I like that. So, do we like that butterfly? Or is he a bit big? He's bigger than that. What do I do with them? Over here. It's bigger than the red one, isn't he? I think it was just the colour that was calling to me. Don't think. Oh, it's a nice green one. Look. That's more the size, isn't it? That's definitely more the size. And as luck would have it, it's green. Okay. So we'll forgo that. We've got too much green going on now. Let me see what we've got over here. Let's have a swapsy with you. Yeah, maybe I don't want one of those all on this. But it wants something, doesn't it? What does it want? Oops. I have to remember it's got quite a fancy back on it. Yeah, maybe it doesn't. No, I think that's fine. I like that. And I like the tuck that side again, like I did that one, but perhaps that's because I'm building to the left. Okay, let's build it and see. Build it and they will come. What's that from? Anybody know? I know it's a famous line from something or saying. Build it and they'll come. Enlighten me if you know. I feel sure it might be from a film, but then again, you know me and my certainties. Whoops, that went on at an angle because the whole thing moved, but I've got angles going on, so I'm thinking a number. I knew it wanted something. Oops. I think that was a door and a window talking to each other. A window, not a window. Yeah, I think maybe just a little number will be perfect down there. Just a little wee, teeny tiny. Let's just make a mess 2 minutes, shall we? How did that flower get in with the numbers? It's not the sort of thing I would do at all. There's no teeny tiny ones in there. There's a teeny tiny one there. No, it's too newy looking. I want an oldie looking one. Does that make sense? I've got more of these, I know I have. These are, there, look. Tina's from Shabby Dabby Doo there. That's exactly what I want. And we'll go with brown because... Yes, because we will. Because that's what I want. Okay, here we go. Where did you come from? There. Sometimes, because they're perspex, these straws, I can't see where they're missing from. Oh, I even like the jaunty angle it went on there. Yeah, very much fun to play with these. Enjoying myself. I've been dying to get in my room and craft for days, but yeah, I just have not. Well, I've known if I did, even when I felt well, if I did, I'd have been in a lot of pain at the end of it, so I resisted. Yeah, they're both going the same way, I know, but they won't be in the same place in the book. I love them. It's nice, you know, florally journal cards, maybe. We made some big journal cards, but I think, didn't we last time? Yeah, they're going to be too big for in here. These are going to probably be clipped on. I've stitched around them to, if you don't recognise them, that'll be why. Stitched around and put a bit of a tab on that one. And I stitched this up. Do you remember this paper when I said that has got to be? I'll just put everything that's left over in there and pop it in. Oh, gorgeous. Right, let's do these two little ones though, because time's getting on and I don't want to sit too long. Oh, we're back to inking. Yeah, I'll need to get my legs better and then keep them there. I'm so inconsistent, that's the trouble. I'm either all or nothing with health, and I need to. So let's put these on the right, or build to the right. So I've just got single tickets here with these. You could even make a double tuck with the tickets. They're strong enough. Oops. How big are they? Yeah, they're too big that way. They definitely want to be that way. So we could put them down there. So I'll have something different to butterflies on them. You can live another day. Where are those little tiny? Are they in here? Yeah. Are they faux stamps or something like that? Let's have a look, because we've got these with like tables on. Look, that's nice. I like that one. That's the same but just printed on a different coloured card. Lots of florals. Any more? Oh yes, look. I'll just get my finger in. Okay, see what they look like. Yeah, I don't know about making it a tuck on the front. Might be able to. I'm a building the right way? Yes. Nope, don't like that one on there at all. What have we got? Hint of red, maybe. Seems we took the red off the other one, didn't we? Hint of red. How are we going? Yeah, so those two stuck together could make a tuck. I'm going to stick them on, just because building is a nightmare when everything wiggles about. Okay, so we're going to have those on there. What else do I want? What about some bling? No, I'm not thinking bling. Just seeing this lovely... What is this? Oh, butterflies everywhere. Don't know what it's called. Some of that would be lovely on these. This is from Tanya. Off the bottom of it, maybe. It's like moss growing, isn't it? Do you really want a double tuck, Denise? Or shall I just put it down? I don't know, it's the answer. If you were waiting for a reply. I like the way it's just kind of creeping over everything. Definitely. Where were the tickets that I chose? Triangle, the one and that one, wasn't it? Yeah. So, is it going to be a tuck or not? It still could be a tuck, couldn't it? I don't know why I've got it in my mind to make it a tuck, but I just, once I've said something, I like to do it. Let's just put that down across the bottom, nowhere else. Just little tucks like that are nice to put little things that you want in the book, but you don't know how to put them. You know, like for instance that, something like that. Perhaps not that. So if I can put this on so that it's attached everywhere but not in there. Yeah, how do you stick it on? There's not much purchase. Is that the word? Not much real estate. Not much to glue. That's what I'm saying. Oh, you put the glue too high. Oh, it doesn't grab too easily, so that's good. I just want to make sure that stays. Oh, you should be glued down in there, I think. Otherwise we're going to lose you. Sorry if you can't see it. It's a tiny little thing. So it's a bit of a... Oh, you're coming off. I think that's going to need a bit of the old Fabri-Tac. Where is the Fabri-Tac? Oh, that's a good question. Can't be far, can it? What's that? That's the old 3-in-1. Oh. Got lots of old bottles. Where's the new one that I'm using? I've been robbed. Oh, here it is. It was on the little side table next to me, which it should never ever be. Why would I put it there? I don't know. I think the other thing will grab it eventually, but it's just not grabbing it very quick. And I'm moving it about. The art glitter glue, the Fabri-Tac will glue it pretty quick. I've not put a lot down. Now, there's not much of the colours not doing it for me. That on this, it's kind of getting lost. Why is that getting lost when these are not just the size of them? probably. Yeah. Oops, I haven't even built that one. Let's build it. So you at the bottom. A little ticket. A bit too light. Yeah, perfect. Mary Poppins. Perfect in every way. Stand up. Oh, the sun out there is just gorgeous. All that rain we had for it felt like weeks. I don't know if it was. I think it probably was. It felt like weeks and weeks and weeks of rain. Felt like summer was over and, you know, fall was on its way. You don't want it sticking down up top, remember, Denise? Well, it's all gone, all disappeared, and it is now lovely sunshine again. Stuck myself to it. Now open there a little bit. I want you closed, that's it. I just need to look at them without everything else around, I think. Is it because they haven't got a big enough focal point? You know, the butterflies were a real big bold focal point on the others. Move all my bits out the way. Maybe these want something. Or maybe they do need to go up sideways. Is that better? As a side tuck, I think it is, you know. But then the other tuck that I've left open is that way. What about that way? No. No. Maybe coming off. Maybe it was the squareness of them. Am I doing them on that side? No, this side. But I like them on that side. Maybe that's what's up with me. I want them. I just like them on that side. I do. Okay. Problem solved. If I only like them on that side, that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to force myself to like something I don't, or to make something I don't like. Heaven forbid. I won't ever do that. Another reason for not taking orders. It's just got to be, I've got to really like what I'm making. Ouch. Ooh. Let's have a look. Yeah, I like them actually. I just didn't like them on that right hand side, I think. So we've got a little bit there. Okay, so we've got 4 more things to put in the book. Have we got time to put them in? Let's do it. Right, I'm aware that the book is got a lovely light cover on it. Newspaper. Most of the things I do are grungy and I don't want my table to grungy it up. Yeah, light-ish. Okay, so this will look better. Oh, it's there. I was going to say this will look better when that's in. So we've got 4 of these. Let's clear the decks a little bit. Everybody back. All by your beds. Off you go. That's it. I even could do with that lot out of the way. And luckily I've got the box just to the side of me, so I can just put it all in and then, oops, not you, tidy it out. Put those in as well. That's it. Now can you see? Get on that paper, Denise. That's it. Now we can see what we're playing with. Is that an envelope? Oh, it's a double journal card. That's nice. Got a nice chunky feel to it. Oops. It's quite heavy on that paper though. Lots of embellishing needing in here on the plainer pages. Now remember, Denise, you're supposed to be leaving. I know I've passed a couple of plain pages, but I'm supposed to be leaving some. Right, that one's a bit plain, isn't it? A bit too plain. So maybe a smaller. Thing is, that flower is awful jolly big, isn't it? This is my favourite one. I tend to try to not put my favourite things in the very front. I think it needs to be in the middle, don't you? Yeah, that's a proper window. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to use my favouriteest one first, but it just looks right there. I'm not going to go back looking again when I found one I like, so it's in the front half of the first signature, this one. I'm just reminding myself, really. In the middle. If those lines are straight, then I've got something to follow. If they're not, I'm going to have a wonky window. I keep wanting to pick the strings of the book up because the fabric has a cloth. I really like that. You see how it's popping off the page? Love it. Right, better put something in there just in case. In case we stick, I don't think we're going to. Okay, so next signature. Okay, so I'm not going to stick that it's got to be in the front. And then straight away we've got 2 plain pages there. Or 3 really. I think they'd both be easy to write on. I was just seeing if one of them would be tricky. We've got a few plain pages in the front of this one. And I think I did in the other one as well, didn't I? What have we got? Oh yeah, that's that added in. Love this. No, too much. No, that's fancy enough on its own. Put that window there. No, I don't think so. Yeah, so I think those 3 at the front. Let's get into the right signature, Denise. So it was these 1, 2, 3, wasn't it? You need to be on one of these. And actually, as you open the page, that was my stomach grumbling. I don't know if you heard that. Yeah, I like the tall ones as well. I'm going to go with that one there. Don't waste any more time thinking about it. Oops. Just plain wiggly lines. Yeah, I like those in the middle of the page, and I think the probably smaller window ones need to be not in the middle. Might make them look better. Perhaps in a corner, be it top or bottom. Yep, like that. They do, the fact that they're tucks do make them pop a bit, don't they? Lots of layers of things. Put some paper in it. Okay, signature 3. Got a little tuck there, so we might need to be in the back of this one. Love that coffee dyed page there. So we could have something on one side of that if we need to. It might stop the other side being written on very easily, but I've got glue on my fingers. Oh, I've got a few here, look. It's going to have an up tuck on it, so I think that's a very similar page to that one that the other one was on. It doesn't really matter which colour I use here because of the blank there. I don't know if it's just because it was the first one put down, but I like that one. Okay, so they've just gone in real easy. I suppose that's the beauty of making the clusters with the bits from the kit, because the girls are, girls, really good at you know, giving us lots of bits and pieces to create with that all match. Well, I know a lot of people do with kits, but you know, I did a few bits in that aren't from the kit, but you've got bits from the kit that just tie everything in beautifully. And the last one then, what have I felt like I had something moving? Oh, it's that moving about. Yeah, that will be stuck in next time you see it, and I think I've said that before, but it will be this time. So you're not blank, you've got something stuck on you. Again, we've got two sides there. Oh, we've got three there. Now, I quite like the difference in the background to the difference in this. I quite like it there. Don't know why I need to go and look on. No, stop looking on. It's lovely there. And there's lots of German spaces around it. We can put as little or as much in this tuck. You know, if we feel it needs more journaling, we can put some nice folded up papers. If it doesn't need much at all, we'll just put a small pretty tag. And if the owner decides they don't want it as full, they can take it out and just leave it as a piece of embellishment. I didn't put anything behind the other one, did I, Anna? It's not stuck. It's okay. Am I in the right one? Yeah. Yeah, I like those. Okay, so that will be it for today. I've definitely sat here longer than I should have. But yeah, it's nice to be back, and it's nice to be working with this lovely kit again. And I don't know if you'll see this Tuesday or Wednesday, but one of the two. And Thursday will be back with August's kit with the lovely foxgloves. We'll put those lovely shimmery stickles on the flowers, so I'm really looking forward to playing with those. What do I do with me? Yeah, I better go now and find my pin because I've lost it. Okay, I hope you're well. I hope you're having a lovely time, and yeah, see you Thursday. Bye for now.